In this video, I was, starting off in San Antonio. I don't know how, but I didn't seem to get any of my recordings from finishing up the work on the Platinum. I finished hanging the exhaust in the back by the back bumper. Had to get some hardware and stuff for that. The stock bracket didn't work, so I had to kind of double up on the hangers on that, and I got another bracket from the salvage yard the day before and put some hardware in the hangers and got that up. Then I placed both O2 sensors with new ones. Now, if you run in catless, you really need a spacer in your rear O2 sensor so that the O2 sensor will not trigger a code for missing a cat. And you do want to run the O2 sensors because they help manage your fuel. They give you your fuel trim, help the computer with that. So you don't want to just not worry about the O2 sensors. Besides that, did get that finished. We did not do the headliner because it was just too cold for the glue to stick. I went back to the McAllen area, South Texas. That's about 3.5 hours south of San Antonio. And, didn't have much going on there. I hadn't done anything there. I've actually seen one 850 down there in that area. Far Texas, McAllen, Texas, Alamo, San Juan, that area down there. It's a green wagon. Not sure who owns it. Didn't stop them. Nothing like that. So I'm in Albuquerque. Hope to replace the engine and Panther today. Don't have everything I need, but I'll see what I could get together and just hopefully it'll work out for me. So hate doing jobs twice, but I left my clutch disc in Texas. So I might have to pull that engine out not too long from now if I got to put a clutch in it. So we'll see how bad the one that's in there now is worn. I've taught a couple people how to drive that car. I've pulled cars out of ditches. I've burnt that clutch at least twice, so that could be a mess. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the clips for today. Here we are, going to kick off the day with this 850 Platinum. Finish the exhaust, check on some vacuum leak, replace an O2 sensor, and we are not going to be able to do the headliner because it is too cold for the adhesive. Looking at this Cuisinart coffee maker, we're trying to figure out why it is not dispersing the hot water through the K-cup. So I'm going to open it up, see if I can find something that is clogged or not working properly. Usually it's something in the needle that's clogged up. First thing I'm going to do is try to push something up through that needle hole right there and hopes to clean that out. I don't see an easy way to take this off. So I'm going to try to put something up there, little toothpick or something like that to hopefully clear that out. When I hit brewing, it says it's brewing, but nothing's coming out into the cup. Sounds like it's actually coming out into the overflow thing up there. The water's draining back in the tank. That's not good. From looking at some Keurig machines similar to this, when liquid comes out of this thing over here on the side, it generally means there's a malfunction inside of a check valve or a reservoir overfilled. So let's try to open this up and see if we can see if this reservoir is overfilled. Now on the Keurig, there's a couple of screws right there, and I see them there. That allows you to take this top off. So let's go ahead and get those two screws right there and take this top off. Took those two screws out from right up there. Now this lid should come off some kind of way. So there it is. Now here's a check valve, and there's a reservoir down there that's supposed to be full. It's not supposed to be full, but it is full. One guy said he just massaged this here and got that thing to work right. But another guy said that reservoir is full, and I could see it. See, if you look down in there, you see that water level shaking in there? So I'm gonna disconnect this hose and try to blow that water out of there. Somebody's been in here before because it has a zip tie on it instead of the locks that's normally on them. So let me pull this back off of this, disconnect this hose. Then I'm gonna try to blow in the hose and force that water out of that reservoir. Let me pull this hose off of here. So using my fingernail to work this back, hose back off of here. Now I'm gonna try to blow this out to try to get the water out of there. Wipe this off, whatever you gotta do. And this is kind of a check valve to stop water from reversing back here. I'm also gonna pull this cap off of here and make sure that this needle that goes up in there is cleaned out, just to double secure flow. So let me try to blow in here. You could use like a turkey baster or something like that, or you can just wipe it off, put your mouth on it. I couldn't blow in it, so I sucked water out of this tube. Sucked about, I guess about a half a cup. I'm gonna see if that's enough. I'll plug this hose back in, turn it on, run it through a cycle, see if it works. But let's go ahead and try to clear this out too. When I turned the unit on, I heard it grind just for a couple seconds. It normally grinds for like 5 seconds. This time it only grind like 1 second, and I think it pulled water into the machine. So it's heating up. Or simulating, putting a cup in there. We're going to tell it to do a larger cup. Whenever it says ready, we're going to hit the brew button and see what happens. As you can see, I got that tube connected back on there with the little zip tie on it. Sounds like it's boiling the water. So the machine has a reservoir back there. And if that reservoir somehow is confused and it fills up to the top, it won't brew coffee. It'll just bypass the water out of that tube. But if that reservoir is not full, it'll heat it up and brew the coffee. So let's see what happens here. All right, it's telling me to open the head, set a coffee cup thing in there. Now I'm gonna choose 10. It says ready. Let's hit brew and see what it does. Water level's going down there. And it's brewing coffee. Told it to do 10 ounces, so let's see if it gives us a full cup. If not, we'll take this tip and clean out the needle tip. But it looks like it's doing pretty good. All right, it's filling up the reservoir again. We're going to tell it to brew another cup just to make sure it works. You want a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's the coffee going?
Honey, I made that mess. And here comes coffee. I told it to do 8 ounces, so let's see if it does an 8-ounce cup. guess that's an 8-ounce cup. That's all I got for today. I'm gonna get out here and meet with Phil and have some fun with Panther. Don't forget, if you want the details of any videos that I kind of touch on, the detailed videos are always linked in the comments. Of course, this video didn't have anything like that, but that is something you should know for other videos. And if you need to contact me, hit my website. Have a great day.